Hi everyone, it's Oela from Oscha Slings here. Thanks for joining me today. As you know, we've got our two green releases coming up today, so I'm looking forward to talking you through those. And then stay tuned to the end of the video. I've got a few sneak peeks at our POs, semi-custom POs coming through production at the moment, and a couple of little new things here and there, hopefully to whet your appetites. So yeah, I'll give a few moments just to see that everybody's managing to join. If somebody could share the link into the clan, that would be brilliant, and let me know, then we can get started properly. Just have a wee look. I can see a few of you joining now. Claudia's here, Jessica, hi both of you. Yeah, so I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a very good one, very busy. It involved lots of driving in the rain, but family get together for a double baptism, which was really nice. Met some new babies, it was great. So my cousin's kids were being baptised, so we don't get family together often, so that was a lovely treat. Yeah, I hope you've all been spending time with loved ones, especially over the summer. Sometimes there's a bit more flexible time, so that can be fun. Right, let's just see, I'll check where we're at here. So I will go ahead and get started, and hopefully there'll be a few more people joining soon enough. So as you'll have probably seen from oh, hi Kirsten, hello from Germany. After heat we now have rain. Yeah, that's been exactly the same here, although I was told yesterday we drove south and it was raining in Scotland when we left, and it was still raining all day when we were in the north of England, and I found out that we must have just followed the rain, which was really sad because I didn't see any clear sky the whole day. So yeah, but still had a lovely time. Yes, but the rain is, it's been long enough now, I think it can go away. Vanessa says, hi from France. Hi Vanessa, thanks for joining. Oh, it's good to see a lot of people. Hi Stephanie. Oh, in Canada, I know that you often have really nice hot summers, so I hope you're getting some good weather where you are. Oh, brilliant. Yes, the sun will come back. It will be fine. So for our first release today, the main event, we have the lovely Lothlorien Oasis. I've been really enjoying this one. So this is on our lush green warp, which was also used as a semi-custom by the Succulents group, Succulent Lovers. So I'll have a couple of bits to show you from that at the end of the video, so stick around. So it's picked out in this lovely thick Italian wet spun linen in spruce yellow, which gives it kind of a gold tone, so not too bright, more of an antique effect. So hoping to keep quite subtle and soft with those foresty greens there. So I'll just go ahead and wrap that as I'm talking it through. Oh, Brittany says beautiful. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, I was hoping this one would sort of evoke those foresty walks and kind of the freshness just after the rain, or in spring I guess, so maybe the weather is quite appropriate to this release just now. So this was tested by our lovely clan member Laura, and she says she carried both her 2.5 and 4.5-year-old very comfortably in this wrap, so it's definitely great for big kids and preschoolers. So that's a good tip depending on what you're looking for. This one with the thick wet spun linen is going to be a real workhorse for those with bigger kids and who want to carry into toddlerhood and beyond. This one's gonna do a great job. Oh, Kirsten says greens and blues are always gorgeous. I think we always seem to come back to them. You can never go too far wrong with a nice set of greens and blues. So these ones, we've kept this wrap very tonal and hopefully easy to wear, to dress up or down depending on the occasion, whether it's every day or you have an event you're dressing up for. I think it will do equally well at both. So of course the linen takes a bit of breaking in, but that's going to soften up and be really nice. So for smaller kids as well, probably not straight out of the bag for newborns, but with some wear it will be a lovely one to keep and keep using for years, I would say. There we go, little one's hand. Just see those colours there. And it's also, I think, going to make a really beautiful ring sling, because that backside just glows with the gold across it as well. So yeah, really versatile for accessories, wraps. I've just seen who's saying, Stephanie, this fabric will be perfect for a preschool carers. Yes. So you've already got extra strength added just by the fact of it being a carrier, but then with this fabric, I feel like it'll be almost indestructible. Those toddlers aren't going anywhere. Oh, Ross says, I was thinking that too. Do you think the breaking in bit might be a problem? I honestly don't think so. Like, this one is new off the shelf, and I have a hemp wrap. The hemp was my first one, and I really like hemp, and that was more work. But linen, I feel like it just softens down that bit quicker. So this is already quite easy to manipulate, just out of finishing. So I don't think it would be an issue. If you love it, go for it. There we go. Just let you see how that ties. So yeah, the knot's not too bulky there either. That's quite manageable. Yeah. And feels really secure. Baby's not moving at all, so there's no stretch or bounce in this. So I think that would just create a really secure carry, and especially if you're going for a longer period of wear, maybe you're going walking somewhere, or you have an event that lasts for a few hours. I don't foresee having to adjust this or retie too often. It should stay right where you put it. So that's another plus in my book. You have a look at that. So the blend of this is 51% BCI organic combed cotton and 49% Italian wet spun linen, and comes in at 323 GSM. So it's not too bulky for that weight of cloth. I think linen tends to feel thinner in hand than sometimes the weight would suggest, because it's a less full yarn. You don't get that kind of bounce in it, but that's where it's strong as well. So yeah, that's Lothlorien Oasis. Let's see. June says, this is so pretty and I'm not typically a green person. Yay! And Kirsten says, linen, hemp and nettle are awesome for bigger kids. Yes, they definitely have that longevity. Yeah, if you just want to keep going with the carrying journey, I think they will take you quite far. So yeah, that's a lovely blend to wear. So excited about that. And then to go with that, because this is our green release week. I did show this last time, but of course this is releasing this week, our Shire extra large tote. So if you didn't see this last time, this will be going live on the website this week. Brittany says, is this one limited? So the wrap, somewhat limited, I would say. So about 65 to 70 wraps roughly is what we would estimate. So as always, if you're interested in it, I would get in there as soon as possible, but you shouldn't have to do a fastest fingers race. I say that. But generally, yeah, that's to give you an idea. So we've got our extra large Shire tote, as I said, so printed both sides with the Shire pattern, and Oscha logo on the gusset, nice wide gusset, 10 centimeters all round and on the base as well. So you can fit plenty in there. Just as a comparison, this is the size of our existing totes that are listed on the website. So if I just hold those up kind of side by side, you can get an idea of how much bigger these new totes are. Yeah, I was out shopping at the weekend a bit with one of these, and I definitely could have used just that extra space. So I think these are going to come into their own for those days when you just have to do all the things on your list. You can fit everything in there. And then as a tidbit to go with bags, we've just restocked our Frond's Glade classic fabric, so we've been able to release these lovely key rings as well. So of course when the fabric is cut, it's a random selection as to which part of the pattern and grad you get. So just to show you the variation, that's for example from the towards the top of the fabric and closer to the bottom of the fabric in the deeper teal colours. So those will be available as well from Wednesday. So that is for the releases. So I've promised you a couple of sneak peeks, as mentioned, from the Succulents PO, which shared this lush green warp with us. So I've got a couple of items here, so they're about to be shipping really soon, along with Constellation lovers. So we've got this really lovely Imladris Melilo cowl. So that's just sitting really beautifully across the green grad with that white weft. And then Lily's Rock Climber, which is also really nice, just those blues playing off against the greens for a more tonal effect. But those are going to make gorgeous accessories, so whoever's nabbed one of those, I'm excited to see photos hopefully popping up in Clan. And then we also have, I've just got bigger samples of these this week, but the Constellation lovers pre-order group who use the Aquarius warp. So this is Oaken Shield Gaithil, and you can see it's got that lovely kind of pinstripe weft going through it. So looking forward to seeing that once it lands. And Evenstar Elendil. So that's one of our really nice towel fabrics. So you can see the thickness of that. It's going to be super cushy and strong for those summer days when you've had a dip in the pool and you just need to quickly wrap up and then get little legs home. This will be a perfect solution for those days. So yeah, looking forward to when they land with everybody who is part of those groups. If you're not familiar with our pre-orders, do come over and join us in Clan Oscha, and from there you'll be able to find lots of information about all the various pre-order groups that are running. They are by and large customer led, and you all get to choose the colours and the wefts that go into these fabrics. So it's a great opportunity to get something that you really love, and that will be one of a kind. So speaking of which, Rosa says, I hope there are some spares. Ooh, I'm not sure. Somebody else might be able to look that up and let you know, or I will go and have a look afterwards. So we do currently have a pre-order open for orders at the moment, and that is our lovely Birth of Venus PO. So this one was run, it's one of our in-house ones. So we ran a competition among our customers. This was open to everybody who was in Clan, so individuals, just whoever had an idea could send in a mood board. We got some amazing submissions, and Cami McCann won the vote for once we narrowed it down to the final 3. So her lovely collection of soft colours was inspired by Botticelli's painting The Birth of Venus, and along with that, through the voting, we've, Vanessa says, I already ordered my new Shire. Yay! I think the Shire is going to be really stunning. That's such a surprise on this warp, but I think it really suits. So the Shire is in this nautical blue weft here and has the pink rail up, so it looks just like a sort of dusk sunset kind of time. We also have patterns using this eco cotton in the coral pink. We've got this violet tulle hemp for a very soft effect here in a sec I love. We've got a bright white organic combed cotton, and then this really special blend here is alternating piece silk and fine wet spun linen. so for a kind of gold all over, and we've got an even star coming in that. So head over to the website and have a look. There's no password needed. These are available for everybody to order. So if those kind of colorways take your fancy, do go and have a peek. And then I thought, because this pre-order, the Birth of Venus, was quite special in that we've had a few of our more rarely woven patterns picked out. So I wanted to just show you a few examples of those. So we've got Beyond, which is this lovely gentle cloud pattern. So it was chosen in this pre-order to symbolise the wind blowing, and it picked out in a bright white organic combed cotton on the kind of pastel blue and pink warps. I think that's going to be really lovely. This is Beyond Infans Ortis, so just to show you an example there. We're excited to see that woven. And then we've got, what's next? We've got Reeve, which has certainly never been woven while I've been here, so that is very exciting. This particular one is Reeve Nostalgia, so picked a kind of pastel one to give you an idea of what that might look like. Again, on the Birth of Venus warp, that will be in white organic combed cotton too, so for that kind of shell idea in the pattern. And then we've got Sekai Love, another rarely woven one, which will be in the violet tulle hemp across the pink and blue pastel warp. So this is showing you something similar in effect, I think, so that's going to be exciting too. Just to make it clear, these are not what the fabrics will look like if you're just joining in. These are from our archives, just picked out to give you a bit of a visual on how those look. And lastly, we'll have Margot, I Will Love Thee woven, which this is actually just Margot without the text at the top. So the pattern that the group have selected has, I think it's I Will Love Thee Till the Seas Gang Dry, written across the top in the border. So that will differ a little bit from this example I'm showing you here. Just couldn't put my hands on a Margot Love sample, but hopefully that gives you a bit of a picture of the feel of that PO. So if that sounds exciting and you want to nab one of these patterns that we really weave quite rarely, and in a colourway that is one of a kind too, then head over to the website and check out our pre-orders page for those items. Orders will be open until the 2nd of August, so you've got a bit of time to have a good browse and join the clan, have a chat about what your options are and make your decisions. So yeah, hope to see you over there. I think that is everything I was to tell you today. And for the pre-orders, the Succulent lovers and Constellation lovers, do look out for your shipping date emails very soon. That's it from me. I will see you again in a couple of weeks' time for our next release. Have a great Monday. I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks for joining.